What up, YouTube? This is Tony Harvin, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'd like to thank everybody for coming to the channel once again upon this day. Like and subscribe and leave your comments, whether positive or negative. Much love to everybody. Upon this evening, this here's live conversations number 169. Live conversation number 169. We were scheduled to have a biblical discussion tonight, but that got canceled. So we're going to ahead and talk about the situation that, somebody sent me information about with this Walmart shooting in reference to this manager, who took out a few people, took out a few co-workers that we're going to be touching on. Do remember, I'm not a pastor preacher. I don't hold any type of office in the church or anything of that nature. I greet everybody to the newcomers who subscribe to this channel. Thank you. I appreciate that. Shout out to everybody who's going to log on in reference to this live conversation. We're here talking about the Walmart situation with a manager, Andre Bing. Andre Bing, that's his name. Walked into Walmart. He worked there for about 10 years. And he just started dumping. He just started dumping off on his co-workers more so in general. What a crazy world we live in. We just talked about suicide today. We just talked about it today earlier. After he killed them people and shot up some people, he shot himself. And if that story came out before I made the suicide video, I didn't know nothing about it. You understand that at the time? Now I do. You know what I'm saying? What up, Irie Coast, Britt Blake, Flemings, appreciate that. Cash Gaming's, what is that? Audrey Folks. As I was viewing a video on Ratchet Star, about the Walmart situation. I don't call it World Star, I call it Ratchet Star. I viewed it. One of the employees was recording a little bit, and you could hear him talking about it. That the gunman went up in the break room or something like that, put the gun to the back of the girl's head. I believe she was a new girl, and took her out. Unbelievable. You understand that? Unbelievable. Just think of it. You're new. You got hired at Walmart. You're sitting in the break room, drinking the water, maybe eating some crackers, oodles and noodles with some wheat crackers and whatnot. The next thing you know, pow, you're gone. You understand that? Just because of a coward like that. We hear about these shootings at these supermarkets and whatnot and Walmart with certain individuals, But it's like, wow, a manager? What's next? The CEO? You understand? You can't trust nobody. And these days, as we talked about earlier, you don't know I'm not going to justify his actions at all. He's a coward, but you don't know what people are going through. You understand that? What up, Honey B? What up, what up, what up? Tupac, he says, how did he get a gun past the detectives? Well, you got to understand, in different states, that state is Virginia. You know what I'm saying? There's no detectives in there. You got to understand also, Virginia is an open carry state. Open carry. It ain't as strict as New Jersey or New York or Maryland. You understand that? So I have experience, getting a permit or whatever the case may be back when I was in the academy and whatnot. So the law states that, you can have a firearm in the state of Virginia, open carry, or he might have been concealed carry. He had a handgun, I believe they said, So when you walk into a Walmart, I don't think there's any detectives in there. You understand that? For me, residing in Maryland for a little period of time and going to Virginia, I don't recall seeing or nothing like that in Walmart. I mean, if it was a detector, they can't do nothing because if a person got the right permits and things like that, they can't do anything. You understand that? So if a person got a CCW, concealed carry weapon permit in the state of Virginia, or excuse me, have a permit like a Utah permit, which holds reciprocity to about 32 states. You know, for example, if you get a Utah permit, concealed carry permit for Utah, you can carry your weapon, concealed carry in like states like Virginia, North Carolina, I believe Florida, Georgia, Ohio. It's like 32 states you can carry a weapon in, except for like New Jersey and New York and Connecticut and Maryland, them strict states. So if it would have went off, they can't do nothing about it, man. You understand that? But whether he had it or not, you know, he's still a coward. He's still a coward at the end of the day. You understand that? He's still a coward. Honey Bee, terrible. God bless her soul and any others who were victims. I believe it was a janitor they mentioned. Let me look at these people names on this website. So the cat was 31-year-old Andre Bing, armed with one handgun. He had multiple magazines. Those who don't know what a magazine is, in the hood we call it a clip. You know, where you put the bullets in, and you put it in the gun, and you cock it back, and the bullet comes out. You understand? All right. So, he said Bing was in a overnight team lead and had been employed with Walmart, since 2010. All right, so over 10 years. You know what I mean? So the victims was Lorenzo Gamble, Brian Pendleton, Kelly Ply, Randall Bevelins, Tanika Johnson, and a 16-year-old boy. They can't release his name because he's a minor. You know? Flemings. Flemings said, you funny. What up, Stacey Anderson? What up, Latanya? What up, Purple Galaxy? Have you seen the signs of the sheep going in circles? What do you mean by that? What do you mean? What do you mean by that? You know? All right. All right. Excuse me for a second. I don't know what that means, Purple. You said no detectives in Walmart, VA Walmart. Latanya says there was another crime that happened in Lumberton, North Carolina. A girl was killed by her boyfriend at Walmart. What's going on with these Walmarts? What's going on? Might have to switch up and go to Target or something. You know, I love Walmart. As I said the other day, what's going on with these Walmarts? Taylor Young, he said there was a shooting at a sodomite club. He said a sodomite club in Colorado. You know, we speak against their actions, but you know, at the end of the day, it's still a human being. You know, well, that's crazy. I think it was like another shooting before, right? Some years back at one of those sodomite clubs. Let me know. You sometimes wonder if Walmart is in agreement with the Illuminati. That's funny. Taylor Young, the shooter, got caught by a guy from the military and he beat the crap out of the shooter. That sounds like something I would do. For sure. You know? Eleanor, what happened to that Thanksgiving debate? I already explained that at the beginning of this video, you know? and they called out. They called off, man. You know, and somebody, text me with a text about this situation, so I decided to talk about it. Very interesting. Eleanor says, no, that girl was killed in Food Lion, not Walmart. So Food Lion, mm, another one of my shopping spots. Food Lion. What up, Veronica Nettles? What up? What up? What up? It's sad that you can't even walk into Walmart. You can't even walk into Walmart to get a pack of M&Ms, man. Listen, all I want is some uh M&Ms, some almond M&Ms. You can't even walk in there to get that without some nutcase probably trying to take your life for no reason. You know? Taylor Young, we need to pray before we leave and go places. For sure, for sure. You're absolutely right. All right. He says people trigger happy. Well, that could be true. That could be true. But some people just got the devil in them. You know, just kill people for no reason. I mean, look at the situation where as though the kid went up in that daycare. He shot up them kids, man. But a lot of that blame goes to the police officers who just stood there and did nothing. They just stood there for the most part and did nothing. They cowards too. Flemings, the safest place in the whole world is in the will of God. Latanya says prayer is most needed in these last and evil days. What's good? What up, God in Hollywood? Especially around the holidays, we see more and more crime on the rise. Taylor Young. Yeah. Yeah. I believe somebody was talking about that earlier too, besides you, Taylor Young. I think somebody mentioned that. Lynn says, imagine if they had a reason. Reason for what? Honeybee, people kill people, not the gun itself, in my opinion. Veronica Nettles says, exactly. He says people kill people. Absolutely. You know, the gun itself don't walk to Walmart. You know, the gun itself don't fill up the magazine with 9 or 10 bullets. The gun itself don't put itself in the gun, cock it back so the bullet could get in the chamber and whatnot to shoot it off. You understand? So you're absolutely right. People do that. Taylor Young says Black Friday, you got people trampling over people over a TV. Them videos are funny. I find those videos hilarious. Where there's thousands of people outside of Walmart, Target, Best Buy, you know, and they want these electronics. Thousands of people. The moment they open the door, people would just stampede right in, you know, running over each other, stomping over each other, falling over each other. Imagine a 350-pound person or a couple of people just on top of you over a TV. over a TV. You understand that? The sad thing is, a lot of people are foolish because they could put a TV on sale. Well, they can make it seem like they put it on sale, but in actuality, it ain't. You know, it ain't. All right. Some people are blinded by the hustle what these stores do, especially on Black Friday. You know. All right. Stacey Anderson says, I try to avoid any place there in great weather to avoid COVID. Active shooter possibly. Okay, okay, cool. Yeah. All right. Eleanor says, I think it's the guns because if guns didn't exist, people would won't be brave enough to fight with hands. The guns give them false power. Now, the false power, I agree with. I agree with. But we're talking about the actions of a person. I mean, a gun is not going to walk into Walmart, but you're right about the false power. A lot of people feel big, they feel cocky when they have a firearm. You know, we see some of these police officers out here. You know, once they get a gun and badge, listen, they done been picked on in high school. You know, they done been picked on in college. Once they get that gun and badge, that's it. You know, and a lot of people get the same way when they get a firearm. Junior Stan says, "Hey Tony, you know the reason why he did it? Because sources say he's a manager there. I read a bunch of articles, and they don't mention it." I think I read something else somebody sent me. Let me see if I can find it. You know, they sent it said he was paranoid. His mom played tricks on him, which led him to kill those people. They said they think he was schizophrenic, and this is a text message. Schizophrenic. Right? Listen, I ain't gonna save you from a butt whooping. You know, to take you down, to help defend those people at all. But he's a coward still. All right. Latanya says, I think these heathen holidays are giving people red flags. Human sacrifice to Moloch on Black Friday, light and darkness said. God in Hollywood says people need to check their mental health. Good point. Good point. These pagan holidays are giving people red flags. Online shopping is the safest way to shop. God in Hollywood say, "What up, Jen Juice? A burner does make you feel like a god." Listen, that gun could jam. If you don't clean that gun right, if you don't know how to operate it, or if the Lord have grace and mercy on the person, and that gun jam on that gunman, just like that gunman in what is that, Colorado or something like that? That the person said that the guy from the military gave him the beats. Gave him the beats. Whew. Stacey Anderson says, I even surveilled church for anything that looks out of place. Yeah, Dylan Roof. You know, the situation with Dylan Roof when he walked into church, I believe South Carolina. I believe it was like Bible study or prayer night or something like that. You know, he blended in and things like that. And he just shot those people in the church, man. That's crazy. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Eleanor says, what you think about the UVA football player that shot his teammates? Now, that was crazy. Turns out it was a case of the young man being bullied by them, sad because they all have bright futures. I haven't heard about that, but I do know about hazing and whatnot. I do know about something like that, hazing, and you know what I mean. People can bully people on the teams and whatnot. I don't know why they do that. I don't know why. I mean, in boxing, man, we ain't had that type of atmosphere of like, you know, football players, a bunch of teammates or whatnot, bullying. Oh, man, wasn't like that. But a lot of that atmosphere, that happens. You understand? I'm not justifying it, but that's crazy. I didn't hear about it. I didn't read about it, but you know, I do know stuff like that does happen. You know what I'm saying? Good night to you at Duke's. What up, Terror Dome? For sure. I got Nollywood. What up, Mr. Ham? Eleanor says we also need to stop pushing mental health as an excuse and call out demonic spirits when we see them. Example, I don't know what that means. What is that? Dementia is mental illness. Schizophrenia is demonic spirits. Terradone says, AME Church, South Carolina, non-saints of God, dead. They took him to Burger King. Wow. Stacey Anderson says, I sure hope they don't allow an insanity plea to excuse this man's murder actions. What up, Barry Obama? Watch your mouth, man. No cursing on here, man. Watch your mouth. I don't care if you're making a joke or not. All right? You talking about some learn and read. Why don't you come read the comments, man? I'll send you the link. Come read these comments for me. All right? I'll pay you. No mind. You understand? Cash gaming. Similar thing happened here in Jamaica. Pastor killed some people in the church making a sacrifice. What a fool. What a fool. I'm gonna pick with you, Barry Obama. I'm gonna pick with I'm gonna pick with you. Trevor Dome. Affirmative. I heard it was bullying too. What up, Levy? Honeybee says, I guess you're talking to Georgina. The UV killer told his dad he was being bullied. Wow. Gin Juice. That's why I stay strapped. All right, Jen. He says, I ain't going out like no punk. Was just cleaning iron toys today to keep them in good condition. Don't want my Glock 19 jamming on me in case I need to neutralize the threat. If I can remember, to clean a Glock 19, of course, it has to be empty or whatever the case may be. I believe you got to click the trigger right. And it's like two things on the side. You push it down, and then you pull like the thing back or something like that. If I can remember from the academy, man, I remember that gun. You know what I'm saying? I remember that gun, man, for sure. I remember that. And guess what happens if you don't do it right, man? Them drill sergeants they'll can you in there, man. I remember though. I remember them days, man. Glock 19 is it's a known weapon that law enforcement use though. He said he said you're right. Yeah, I remember, man. I remember back in the day. Back in the day. Mr. Ham says, Tony, I remember the dude here in Indianapolis that tried to shoot up the mall, and a guy took him out that had his sidearm. Whew. That's why I'm surprised it happened in VA, because it's an open carry state and it's more like lenient for people to carry firearms. But I realized that a lot of people don't like firearms. You know what I mean? You got states like Virginia, North Carolina, Florida, Georgia, Ohio. What else is out there? Delaware. Those states are like more lenient for people to get their concealed carry and open carry and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So I'm just like shocked, But he took himself out like a coward. You know what I mean? Guy in Hollywood says, have you ever been bullied, Tony? That probably inspired you to box? No. No. Ain't no bullying inspired me to box. Ain't none of that. You understand? I think I had wanted to get in shape. It was a civil service exam for Hudson County Corrections. And I wanted to get in shape for that. So I stayed in the gym, man, since then. Got right, got better, and it went from there. But God has a way of changing uh, your dreams and aspirations of becoming a professional fighter. You know that you got to that I had to respect. Right? Um, Black Apple says, if I have one, I ain't gonna tell no one. I do. Run up. Eleanor says, does the rap music affect gun violence in our community? Um, that's a good question. I mean, it can have some influence, you know, because you got rappers out there, beefing over certain things and stuff like that, saying they're gonna do this to a person, saying they're gonna do that. You know, I would say it would have some effect. It got some effect on it. Levy says, man, like I told you earlier, I was bullied in school, but never thought about killing anyone for it. I disliked the feeling I got from it, but never wanted to kill anyone. Wow. Wow. Okay. That's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. Like, I know a lot of people probably get bullied and whatnot. Some people, like we talked about earlier, man, with like suicide and whatnot. You know what I mean? All right. The fast and growing population of new gun owners is African American females, according to the NRA. What up, 141? Why? You got to email the church on that. 141. I can't speak for another man. You know what I'm saying? I can't do that. So email the church, first church at trueforgod.com, man. You understand? All right. Terror Dome. The latest, what I will say, man, is I post up the videos and whatnot on it. You know, the man backs it up with scripture and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? People accept it, some people don't. It is what it is, man. You know? Terradon says the latest Walmart shooting in VA seems to be workplace violence due to a disgruntled employee shooting other employees primarily. Wow. Wow. You says God in Hollywood says now rappers Twitter beef now. Mr. Ham says I had a friend that I grew up with. They killed a whole family. Wow. That's crazy, man. I really don't get people in these days, man. I don't get it. You say he killed 6 people, including small children. Wow. Wow. Mm. No problem at 141. No problem. And many people ask me that question. You know, I may send them the video link upon that. A lot of people disagree. Some so-called Christians got firearms and whatnot, and things of that nature. They try to justify it, but hey, man, it is what it is, man. you know, all right. Disgruntled employees. Disgruntled. The man been there for about what, 12 years, 10, 12 years or something like that. It's crazy. It's crazy. You work so hard to get to a manager's position, you know. Pride was on his way to becoming like, something a little bit more higher in the position. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. Really don't get it. Wayne says the person that does the shooting probably had issues before he started working there. We don't know, but he been working there for about 12 years. He gonna hold on to those issues for 12 years? I don't get it. Stacey Anderson says a Texas principal, all schools are required to teach the anti-bully curriculum. Genju says, did you hear about that clown that pranked Lucy and nearly got smoked? Oh, I don't know nothing about Lil Boosie. I don't know nothing about what happened to him with that situation. I don't know. You understand? I don't. All right. Anti-bullying. Anti-bullying. Mm, wow. Wow. I mean, it's not like, certain people follow it. You know what I'm saying? Because not just students bully, but it could be the teachers. You know what I'm saying? It could be the coaches. You know, all right, all right. What up, Brandon Lewis? He said managers change. He said managers change during the holidays. That's funny. What up, G Brown? What up? What up? What up? Salute to you too, for sure. All right. Cash gaming. Okay, Wayne says some people hold on issues. Oh, from childhood. Okay, good point. I give you that. Good point. He says they could have been abused. Okay, well, I mean, all right, I understand what you're saying. A shooting where? Virginia, he heard my cry. He heard my cry. Virginia. Cash says, like when I was 14, gunmen came in on me and my mom. I wasn't scared. And the one with the gun said he had to kill one of us before he leave, but thank God he didn't. My aunt turned her light on and they ran. Eleanor says retail will make you lose your mind if you're short of patience. Dealing with all these issues, excuse me, all these spirits on a day-to-day basis, people have changed. Everyone is rude and entitled. Wow. Wow. Okay. Any last comments before we conclude this live? Any last comments? We're gonna wrap it up. Levy says, I know working with ungodly people is tough for me, but I always say a little prayer and try um my best to ignore. Wonderful. Wonderful. You know? What up, Paulette? Nollywood says it's good to see you doing well, brother. I know you remember when you did your afternoon programs. I know I said silly things, but it's all love, big homie. It's all right. It's all good. It's all good. I think if I worked in retail, I'd probably be in prison for murder. Shaq said there was warning signs, but no one saw them. Wow. Wow. You know? Wow. Okay. When is the next debate? The next firm debate is Saturday, 8 p.m. Um, Eastern Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's the next firm debate. It was supposed to be one tonight, but whatever, things get canceled, whatever the case may be, but we got it locked in, 80 to 90% chance of a debate on Saturday, 8 p.m. He says, I just got here though. Why is everyone going so fast? Well, I'm tired. Terradome says I have to agree right there. People are more rude these days. You gotta stay prayed up. The thief come but to steal, kill, and destroy. But he came that we'd have life and have it more abundantly. Mm, that's what's up, man. Appreciate that. At Nollywood, Levy says they really try to attack you when you keep to yourself, not justifying that person's actions. But people need to be careful. Be nice when you go to places. Never know what these workers are dealing with. You could be the one to cause them not to snap, even if they are rude. Don't let that rude energy be passed on you. Eleanor states for sure. Fleming says we need to talk about being more alert as Christians. For sure. Good point. Good one. Good one. Cash says shouldn't have shot himself. That's funny. That is funny. You know. All right. What up? What up? Shout out to Aaron Martin. What up, girl? How you doing? How you doing? You know, good woman right there. Excellent woman for sure. Excellent woman. You know, shout out to Aaron Martin. You know, I think I might stay on a little bit longer. Huh? You know, what up, Ken? We must all stay vigilant at all times and be responsible to report what we heard and stay prayerful. A smile goes a long a smile goes a long way. You do debates. I'm looking forward to check it out. You do debates. You talking about do I have debates myself? Do I have discussions myself or do I host debates? You know, because I believe we on like what debate number 59 or something like that. If I'm not mistaken, I gotta go look it up. You're laughing, huh? You know, I'm feeling good after that little nap I had for sure. All right. Lavon says, I was a manager in retail between the employees and the customers. I understand wanting to snap without the Holy Spirit. You have no filter. I thank God for keeping me. Wow. Wow. Listen, I can't work in no retail, man. I'm sorry. I can't do it. You know, listen, I'm gonna say a truck driver, you know, drop off the pallets, put in the freezer, the cooler, the dry. Listen, sign the invoice so I can go. I don't know how y'all do it for those out there who's working at the Walmarts, Target, if you're a waiter or waitress. I don't know how y'all do it. I can't do it. I'm sorry. I can't do it at all. No way. Uh-uh. Listen, listen. I'm ready to side sweep somebody. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm ready to do. All right, Aaron Martin. Better watching you them listening to these fools argue over Monopoly. Thank you. I appreciate that. You know, appreciate that for sure. Monopoly. I haven't played that in a minute. I haven't played that in a minute. You know, Cash says, Tona ain't tired again, family. Terradome. I guess you're talking to Ken. You're talking to somebody else. Nollywood says truck drivers make good money. Um, it depends. You know, it depends. You know, listen, you got to have experience, man. You can make good money, but guess what? Them companies that will is willing to pay a worker six figures and whatnot. You're gonna have to work for every dollar, every penny. You know what I'm saying? You can make six figures a year as a trucker. You can. You know what I'm saying? Or you can make 20 to 30K. You know what I'm saying? It's all about you. You know, if you're interested in truck driving. You know what I'm saying? So the easiest truck driving jobs, you know, you ain't gonna make much. But those delivery truck drivers like Cisco, McLean, Performance Foods and whatnot, you gotta understand it. You know what I'm saying? We working 12 to 14 hours. You know what I'm saying? Delivering frozen foods, boxes like 75 pounds, taking them upstairs, taking them downstairs. And it ain't one box. You might have a stop that a box of ribs is like 80 pounds, and you got 100 of them that you got to put in the freezer. You know what I'm saying? So you got to work for that. You're going to work. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? You're going to work for every penny that you deserve, you know? And you can enjoy the fruits of your labor. you know, at the end of the day. You said post office made good money. Well, well, yeah, yeah. I don't know. Listen, I don't know. You know, when you in the truck driving business and whatnot, I don't knock nobody for working at the post office. They could be a truck driver at the post office. I think they make about $35 to $40 an hour as a tractor trailer driver. Delivering the mail and whatnot. But I don't. If you're talking about like um the mail carriers and whatnot, or those clerks, I don't know. I don't know how much they make. All right. Genju says, "Why are you staying on longer?" Wow. Yo, Jen, you funny, yo. You good though. You good. You should have been like a detective or something like that. That's what you should have been. You giving me detective vibes. That's what you're giving me. You know what I'm saying? Eleanor, I left customer service after 16 years. Uh, what is that? First fast foods, then banking. People are really crazy. I had to leave because I felt my patience slowly dissolving. I work from home now. A lot of people work from home now. A lot of people do. You know, um, eh, I'm trying to think of a person who was in customer service working from home that didn't really like it. Some people like it, some people don't. It all depends. It definitely all depends for sure. It all depends. I'm not new, she says. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? For sure. Stamp and validate that one. Nollywood says, "You play chess, Tony? You look like a chess player." No, I don't play chess. I don't know none of those pieces at all. You know what I mean? Lavone says, that's how I don't know what that word is, was good money, but had me feeling like a lumberjack. I quit ASAP. What is that, Ollie's? Whatever that word is, excuse me, you know. You're laughing. They start you off with $20 an hour. I guess you're talking about the post office. Then after that, they get converted. It's 25, 40 startup rate. Mailmen make a lot, I hear. Well, see, the thing is with truck drivers, it's a lot of overtime. It's a lot of overtime. There's a lot of sign-on bonuses. There's a lot of retention bonuses, a lot of safety bonuses, and whatnot, and what have you. So when you got the heavy overtime, when you got your sign-on bonus, when you got your safety bonus, and things like that, you know what I'm saying? Um, that's good money. You know what I'm saying? With the post office, I don't know how they are with overtime and whatnot, but in the truck driving business, a lot of overtime is there. You know. Eleanor says, "I don't deal with customers at all anymore. I work from home." Okay, I think I read that one. Beg your pardon if I didn't. I work from home, and don't have to say a word to anyone except through email. Nola Jones. It's a lot of mental illness out here. You never know when someone gonna snap. Just love and live your best days, cause you never know when, who, what's happening. We live in a sick society. Keep pray and be safe. You're right. Like I said, you never know. Listen, you could be walking to the car. You could be walking to the car, minding your business, and some nutcase just pop out. You could be taking the trash out. You know, you could be going to the hair store. You know, you could be going anywhere. Just minding your business. Go to the corner store, the gas station. Get you a bag of chips. and situations happen. It's crazy. You said it's plenty of overtime. Okay, that's what's up. To each his own. I don't have that patience to work in the post office except or unless it's driving the tractor trailers. You know what I mean? I thought about looking into that, but I don't know. I don't know. All right, Honey B. I was done in court a DUI up in Albany 5 years back. Wow, Albany, New York. What is that? Upstate New York. Loves God says I agree. Times are dangerous. In other words, says, do you get your YouTube plaque? Did you get your YouTube plaque, Tony? Now that you have reached 100K subs, yes, I've been had that. Thing like I don't know, February or something like that. You know, I mean, what good is a plaque? I mean, thank you, appreciate it. They done shadow ban me, man. So it's like the plaque is cool. The 121K people is cool. All that hard work I done did, now they done shadow ban me. You know what I'm saying? Shadow ban is what you're seeing right now. You know, 121K, and only about 4 to 6% of my subscribers are getting notifications and whatnot. Come on, man, that doesn't make no sense. A high percentage, you know what I'm saying, of people is not receiving notifications and things like that on this channel, man. It's crazy, but we're gonna keep it pushing, we're gonna keep it going. So it's like, I mean, the plaque is cool, thank you, appreciate it, whatever. But it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're still shadow banning me, man, at the end of the day, All right. Someone earlier this year got shot after pulling up into his own yard in the middle of a burglary. He didn't even make it out the car. Wow. Wow. That's crazy. You know what I mean? That's crazy. You know what I mean? I'm a federal worker. I get perks, but you do what makes you feel happy. Okay. That's what's up. You know what I mean? You're a federal worker, you get perks and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? That works for you. But for me, listen, I like driving trucks, I may look into the post office for, driving their tractor trailers or whatever later on down the road. We'll see. What up, Gene Lewis? Goodbye, CDL, but I wasn't on the job. I was picking up my husband from work. He had a contract up there. That's what's up. That is a big accomplishment. You said that's an accomplishment to get the 100K YouTube plaque. Somewhat. I mean, I remember back in the MySpace days, I had 25,000. You know what I'm saying? Following me or whatever. So it's like, I don't know. I'm just a humble person. Grind, push the videos, keep putting out good content, whatever, and things of that situation. It just baffles me that YouTube shadow bans me. I don't like that. You know what I mean? So I hope that there'll be another platform similar to YouTube. I know they got Rumble out there, but Rumble don't really have too many features like YouTube to come out later on down the road, man. Genju says that's because YouTube works for Lucifer. You know what I mean? And people have stated that they have subscribed again, they have clicked the notification bell, and they still don't receive notifications. I talk to YouTube, a real person. They ain't gonna do nothing about it, man. I don't got time for that. Yep, MySpace. I mean, I think my page is still up there, man. It's still up there. I can't get into it because I done forgot the information. It's still up there. Look up, go on MySpace, box of Tony Harvin or something like that. You're gonna see a old picture of me with like a white and black hat is tilted. You know, you're gonna see it. Don't laugh at it either. You know, Eleanor says, "I bet they wouldn't shadow ban you if you let all these provocative ads play in your videos." That's funny. Willie Miner says, "What up, brother Tony and everybody? I've been charged with rape but not guilty. A while back, white girl. Mm, wow, wow. So, do you have anything against uh the other race or something like that? You know, being that you put that in parentheses at Willie, Mr. Ham. I finally started my own page, your own YouTube channel. I don't know. My spouse drives tractor trailers. He's an owner operator and is a certified diesel mechanic. Wonderful, wonderful. Fan base is black owned, and you can make money. Bring your own wisdom on there, brother. Mm. An old pickup Tony with he said with the braids. Man, imagine those MySpace profile pics today. Oh yeah, man. I had the braids and whatnot and all that back then. Ken says people must enjoy their work environment, and when their season is over, walk away. Nothing lasts forever, even our souls. You're right. You're right. You know what I mean? Hey Jen, we're gonna have to put on the gloves, man. We're gonna have to put on the gloves, detective. You understand? Why do I get the feeling Tony is interested? Well, I wouldn't say that, man. I wouldn't say that, man. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't say that. Just a feeling, no shade. Listen, man, I have no I don't discriminate, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't. You know, as we spoke about, I think we speak about relationships the other day. You know what I'm saying? Some people said it. One person said they like Latino men or something like that, or whatever the case may be. But me personally, I don't discriminate, man. You know, um, color. What is it? How you say it? Color has no love, or love has no color, something like that. You know, it don't matter what color a person is. You know. Yes. You funny, Jen Juice. Have you ever done a live based on what jobs Christian people shouldn't do? Well, let me get back to this topic for Gen Juice. You know, people like what they like, man. You know, it's all about the connection upon a person. You know what I'm saying? And she's a good person. You know what I'm saying? Great person, excellent person. You know what I mean? Uh, we got a past. You know what I'm saying? We got history. You know, she knows me and I know her. You know what I'm saying? So excellent woman, excellent person, man. You know what I mean? So love has no color, or I forgot how the saying go. You understand that? But Jen Juice, you're good. You're good. You're good. You know. Um, he said, "Why I gotta be all that?" When you called her a snow bunny, that's funny. um, okay, Levy, I'm back to you. You said, "Have you ever done a live based on what jobs Christian people shouldn't do?" Well, I think that's for like ministers and whatnot, man. I try not to touch on, things in the sense of like sermon wise. You understand? Sermon wise. We know so-called Christians ain't supposed to be strippers. You understand that? Porn stars and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? On OnlyFans. Some people are on OnlyFans and whatnot. You know what I mean? Selling pictures and whatnot, videos. They had one thing I called Backpage or something like that years ago. That the people was talking. What's that other stuff? All them other websites that people sell their body on and whatnot. Those type of jobs and whatnot, no. But if you're talking about like a sales associate, customer service, a doctor, a lawyer, you're talking about those type of jobs. I'm not getting defensive, Gen Juice. You know what I'm saying? I just got to take up. You know what I mean? I got to take up. I'm a protector. You know what I mean? That's me. For sure. Nah, Gen Juice cool. He cool. Gen Juice cool. Nollywood says, you know you love only the sisters. Huh? Huh? I don't discriminate. And I'm going to say it like this. I don't discriminate in general. You know, I'm just saying in general, you know, but people, they have their own preference. They like what they like, man. Some people like Filipinos, Filipinas. Some people like big people, you know. Some people like skinny people, muscular people, lean people. You understand? Hey, we all human, man. All right. Levon says, "Who's she?" All. What do you mean, Levon? What do you mean by that? All in your business. What do you mean? I don't get it. What do you mean by that, Levon? All, who is she? All in your business. I don't get that one. When is your next YouTube debate? Saturday. Saturday is the debate between Brother Hayes and what's his name? Khalid. Brother Hayes and Khalid will be having a biblical discussion on Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You know, and the topic is, it's a good one. It's a good one, but you got to have an intellectual mind for this discussion. You know, one disagrees and one agrees. Is oral sex justified in the bedroom according to the scriptures in a marriage? That's the topic. Uh, Brother Khalid hit me up. He wanted to have a discussion with somebody who disagrees with that, and we got it set up for this Saturday, man. It's going to be a good one. Definitely going to be a good one, man. You know what I mean? Save your questions and whatnot. Come with an intellectual mind. You understand? Come with an intellectual mind, man, because whew, that's a good one. You know? How do you know about OnlyFans, Tony? Let me find out. Well, somebody told me about it, man, and hey, I don't really go to them sites or nothing like that, man. I ain't into that type of stuff. Listen, I ain't listen. What nutcase is interested in buying pictures off a woman? You understand? I got bills to pay. You know? You understand? I need to get motivated and get back into the gym. Honestly, I gotta stay strong, Honey B says. All right. um okay, let me see. Well, motivation in the gym. Motivation. Motivation. Um, you know, a lot of people um find it real hard to get motivated. You understand? And me personally, I got self motivated. You know, I got self motivated. You know, working out and whatnot, and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? All right. So, and I know a lot of people out there, man. Um, they find it hard to get motivated for sure. All right, so it's real tough and whatnot and things of that nature, you know. All right, for some people. Okay. Um, these comments are all over the place, man. Y'all talking about the gym. Y'all talking about shootings. Y'all talking about Tony's business. And you talking about thin. I'm trying to get right with these comments. Um, he says, you know what I like how we should be talking about the shooting, and we over here talking about Tony's business. Sometimes it can turn out like that, man. You can be talking about shooting and whatnot. I was supposed to end it at the 30-minute mark, you know, but I didn't. You understand? I didn't at all, and I should have, for sure. But it is what it is, man. Sometimes we just switch up the topics and have a little laughs and whatnot. Uh, let me see. Oh, I missed. Should should a Christian be a lawyer? Should a Christian be a lawyer? Hmm. Mm, we know some lawyers lie and things of that situation. A lot of lawyers lie and whatnot. All right. I got to turn this off, man. The battery is dying. Forgive me. Can y'all still hear me? Let me know if y'all can still hear me. You know? Let me know. Let me know if y'all can still hear me. All right, because my computer was messing up, man. All right. Um, I appreciate that. I appreciate that at Flemings for sure. You know. Appreciate that. I'm seeing all type of comments all over the place, you know. The lowriders are gonna run with the story now. Well, it's no story, man. I mean, if one has a woman, or if a woman has a man, you know what I'm saying, that they interested in marrying and whatnot, man. People can run with whatever. You understand that? I mean, if you love a person, you ain't gonna be ashamed of them at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna want to tell you're gonna want to tell the world about the one that you're in love with at all. And you ain't gonna be ashamed of it. You understand? So people can run with whatever they want to run with. You understand? At the end of the day, this is the internet, but it's a difference between the internet and real life. You understand that? Well, listen, man, we going into something else. you know, you asked me a question: have I ever dated an unattractive woman before? Listen, I ain't gonna get into all that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna get into all that for sure. You know. Hey, Jen Juice, you said you don't want no smoke. I guess you're talking to Aaron Martin. Listen, if you got a problem with her, you got a problem with me. You know what I mean? you know what I'm saying? Me and her go back. You know what I mean? I understand me and you cool, Jen Juice, but you know what I'm saying? I got to get down with the get down with her, man. For sure. You're welcome at Meet Cox. Fleming said, you said you deleted the comments. Well, I'm seeing some comments. I'm seeing some comments, on my end. Um, I'm on StreamYard. When I look at the live, I look at it from StreamYard. So if you're deleting comments, Flemings, I can see some of them still, but if you probably it's probably still deleted on the StreamYard end. You know what I'm saying? All right. They are too nosy and need to stay on topic. Flemings be on it. Flemings be on it. I appreciate her for moderating. Appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate Georgina Flemings for moderating this channel. You know, um, call me blessed one. We got another moderator. You know, low key moderator. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him. He low key moderating. You know, all right. Nah, Jenny cool. He cool peoples. You know, Jen cool. William Minor says a woman argue with me with women preachers. It's crazy when well, man, I think we had they had a debate the other day. You know, they had a debate the other day. I think they're gonna have it again soon on that topic. You know, so that discussion is gonna happen soon. You know, I got to see when you know G Man is free to have that discussion. You know, so any last minute comments or whatever the case may be, I appreciate that. I should have been concluded it and whatnot. I appreciate everybody for coming on. You know, all right. Do appreciate you talking about new topics, not being fake, showing old takeoff footage for donations. Who's doing that? Who's doing that? You know, when stuff like that would take off and whatnot, you know, things like that. I really don't like to talk about stuff. I like to talk about more so like reality type of things. You know what I'm saying? People that people could relate to. You know, I may talk about something like, the shooting right here, here and there and what have you. But for the most part, man, conversations be like about things we can relate to and going through. I guess you're talking about you might be talking about Hassan Campbell or something like that, you know. Queen's Flip, those people who keep touching on, take off and and stuff like that, man. You could be talking about them, you know. But me, for the most part, man, I just like to have intellectual conversations. You know what I'm saying? Feed off the people. You know. Nollywood said, "Trust me, you don't want to get blocked." He said I was asking silly questions, personal questions to Tony, and I was on timeout. Listen, Flemings did that. Flemings be on it. Flemings be on it. You understand? Flemings be on it. You know. I don't even got to say nothing. You know. Appreciate the work. He says, do you think some public shootings are orchestrated by the government? Well, I don't know. I don't know. You know, I don't know. Um, are you talking about shootings like with Martin Luther King? I would say Malcolm X, but the Malcolm X situation was like somebody said this person did it who I probably was around, The guy was like a boxing coach, whatever the case may be, man. So it's like, could the government have paid him off and whatnot? I don't know, man. I really don't like to touch on stuff like that, man. You know, things are being orchestrated by the government. I don't know, but at the end of the day, we know it's the work of the devil at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Some people say the government, some people say Illuminati, some people say people set it up, schizophrenia, this and that, and that and this. You know what I mean? um Ed Lawrence, what did you write? Hey, Ed Lawrence, chill out with that, man. Chill. I ain't with that fun boy stuff, man. You know what I mean? Chill out. You know what I mean? You got some good people who support the channel, listening in, having conversations and whatnot. You know what I mean? But all that fun boy goofy stuff, man. I ain't with all that type of talk. You know? he said, Ed Lawrence, you must be new because you clearly talking a lot. Oh man, they said referee, please. All right, man. Listen, we got to go, man. I gotta kick back and relax and enjoy this night, just chilling, you know. So I thank everybody once again for coming on this live. You know, I mean, the comments was all over the place. Some people got deleted, whatever, blocked, timeout, whatever the case may be. But it is what it is, you know. But for the most part, man, with these shootings, it's crazy for sure. All right. Shout out to everybody who was in the chat: Jen Juice, Cash Gaming, LNR, Honey B, Levels, Aaron Martin. Aaron Martin. What up, what up, what up, Aaron Martin? For sure. Hey, Jen Juice. For sure. Shirley Dukes, good night. Thank you to my channel moderator, Georgina Flemings. Definitely appreciate the work. Absolutely. You know. All right. Levy, D'Angelo, what up, what up, what up? What up to Ken, Latanya, Willie. Jenju says lockdown. You funny. Brother Tony and everybody, another blessings, another lesson. Nollywood says get a plate. I'll probably be working out tomorrow. Stay safe, brother Tony. Stay strong. Appreciate that. What is that? Pablo. What up? What up? What up? Carla Petty. So once again, shout out to everybody, man, who was on here. You know, once again, Lord willing, we'll be back on a live conversation tomorrow. Everybody have a wonderful day. Peace.